What's happening, you guys? Today's Tuesday afternoon, about 1:20 in the afternoon. We are currently heading westbound on the 91 freeway, just crossing the 710 right now. Getting into the Compton and Carson area. Alright, we are about to make a delivery to a place I've been to before. I want to say I vlogged it, I don't remember, but yeah, it's definitely a tighter, more interesting place to dock in at, so definitely worth posting. It'll be Hawaii Pacific, Logistics or whatever it's called. It's off the Harbor Freeway, as we call it, the 110 at Del Amo. That's not the way I recall going last time, but it is what it is. I'm going to take a different way in this time. I think I took Service Streets last time. I don't remember how I ended up doing that. It's been a bit. Well, not been that long, but it's, maybe at least several months. Anyway, yeah, this is the final of 3 drops today. I had a 5 a.m. delivery in Riverside at Cisco Foods. And then after that, I just finished a delivery to the U.S. Foods in La Mirada. I got there about 5 minutes late because of the length of time it took to get out of Cisco in Riverside. And really, they weren't as bad as I thought they would be, but either way, I was going to have traffic issues, and I didn't have quite as many traffic delays because of what time I left, but I still had some, just enough to cause me to be late to that customer. And took about 2.5 hours at that customer, even though there were not very many pallets. So we're going to be about half an hour late to this one, which is it's due at 1300. It's already past 1300. We are 6 miles away from the customer now. Alright, so that's it. Oh, and it's C.H. Gunther is the name of the shipper. I didn't even pay that much attention to what it is. It's a frozen foods load. That's all I care. I can't even remember where it came from, where exactly that shipper's at, Illinois or something like that. I don't know. But I ended up acquiring it yesterday at the end of my delivery to CJ Logistics in Fontana. This trailer was sitting at the carrier repair shop, 2 miles out. I'm gonna need to get over. I don't want to try to fight my way in at the last second. So we'll get over here now and deal with this. Anyway, yeah, I was sitting at the carrier shop. I ended up I was short on time to work with on my clock, so. I'm not on available clock, but what I was gonna need to get a break in. Fact as it was, I still got to the yard. Okay, well, I ended up dropping my empty. I went straight from Fontana to the carrier shop and dropped my trailer there. We got permission to do that, and then picked up the other one. It turned out that one, this one here, was there because it had, I guess, a bad alternator belt. So it's been a bit. I had to get that trailer out of their lot before they closed for the day, and then get it back to our yard, and then get my brakes started so I could have a required rest, mandatory required rest period that FMCSA requires, before coming back and delivering, starting my day this morning. So, been a bit of a day. But yesterday it wasn't really that busy a day. I only worked like, I don't know, actual time, maybe 4 hours. Plus, yeah, I think I started my day around noon and I got off duty around 6, so a lot of that was sitting in a dock door. or waiting for a doctor. So you get days like that. Yeah, today's a little busier. There's still not many miles there, but you got traffic, and my 14-hour clock's going to get eaten up regardless. All right, we're going to get on the southbound 110. That's also known as the Harbor Freeway here. And very short distance after that is, I'm assuming it's going to have me get off at Del Amo, but I could be wrong. Looking at my onboard, it looks like it could be the Del Amo exit. I can't tell for sure. But that's what I was trip planning for when I was looking at the map earlier. Alright, so on that note, so here's something we can talk about. Distracted driving. More particularly, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on whether do you guys think there's a double standard with distracted driving? I mean, because look, we got this billboard right here, Jacoby and Myers Injury Law Firm. You got other vehicles sometimes. What? Shut up. I guess Google thought I was trying to say, or Bixby thought I was wanting to talk to it. Alright, if I see an accident or an exotic car or something, I'm going to be looking. That's a distraction. If I'm playing with my radio controls, actually on the stereo, the built-in system here, that's distracted driving. If I'm playing with my climate controls, that's distracted driving. If I'm talking on my phone, whether I'm holding the phone in my hand or holding my wearing my headset or whatever, or using the Bluetooth/speaker system, it's still a form of distracted driving. Most all of it is legal. I can legally talk on my phone as long as I got a headset on and the phone's sitting in a holder in California. The only rule is I can only hit like one button press, whatever, to do this or that. But God forbid I want to change if I want to change my radio station, hey, knock yourself out. If I don't want just my climate controls, knock yourself out. Not a big deal. But the minute I even have my phone in my hand, going 4 miles an hour on a customer's property, I get bitching Betty here telling me, distracted. And then she snitches on me to the company for that too. I had it happen to me the other day, delivering at Ralph's in Riverside. We were having issues with our system, so I had to manually call in because they don't, the night and weekend people don't even pay attention to whatever board I'm on, because I work under a planner, not one of the regular dispatchers. So I don't know why they don't tend to pay any attention to me though. Okay, it actually wants me to get off here at Torrance Boulevard. I swear the restaurant depot's over here too. Yeah, I just delivered a restaurant depot here not long ago, and yeah, there's restaurant depot right there. I knew it was over here. Alright. But to me, it's pretty stupid. I mean, how you can have all these other distractions, reading billboards or looking at other traffic or whatever, or shit, even looking at what the guy you're passing is doing or being passed by is doing. Come on, you all do it. Yeah, every trucker I know looks at whoever's going by them to see what they're doing. So you can be sitting there looking at my phone from your truck, regardless of whether I'm doing anything with it. That's distracted driving, isn't it? You're not looking at the road. So, riddle me this. Why is it when I have my phone in my hand going 4 miles an hour, I'm not even looking at the phone. I'm looking out the windshield and making sure I'm lining up where I, to stop at a guard shack or, whatever. Trying to call in my arrival call, and I get snitched on for that. Or Even if a cop sees me doing that, they can give me a ticket for distracted driving. But if I'm just doing something with my radio or climate controls, well, hey, they can't do anything about it. Okay, so this is where the stupidity is. I do agree that you should not be distracted driving. Whatever the case is, you want to manage it, limit it. All right, we're going to turn on to Del Amo. Alright, so yeah, right down the street here is Restaurant Depot. But anyway, I just think it's a double standard. Yeah, like I said, I can do these other distractions. I can even be doing shit on my tablet here, and it knows that I can hold this in my hand the entire time I'm driving, or hold food in my hand, or my drink in my hand for frickin' a whole hour or something, and it won't say a damn thing to me. And nobody else will either. The cops won't. But the minute I have my phone in my hand for even more than a few seconds, whether I'm paying any attention to it or not, you're distracted driving. What the fuck? Alright, so here's the problem. Because too many people are irresponsible with it, this is how we get these stupid rules. It doesn't matter what the distraction is. Whatever the distraction is, there's a time and place for it. And and you should be limiting it. Like, don't spend too much time looking at it. You should be getting trained on it. Like, hey, you're not gonna. Yeah, we know you're gonna do it anyway. So you should be trained properly on how to do it the safer way, the more responsible way. Are you near a curve? If yes, leave it alone. Do you have other traffic near you? If yes, leave it alone. If you're in a wide open on a straightaway and nothing around you, no intersections or whatever else, no other hazards in the immediate vicinity or within about 10 seconds of travel, what's the big deal? Just do it like a little bit, but it should be more limited. Just, look for a couple of seconds, hit a button or whatever, and then stop, look back at the road and look around, and then come back. And do it, just for another couple of seconds, and then get back to paying attention to the road. All right, then it doesn't have to be all done like, sitting there staring at the phone while you're driving. It's, or even anything. It could be your climate controls. And now, when it's just a temperature control or how much intensity I want on the fan, I don't really need to even look. I just need to feel and still keep my eye on the road. But my attention is still where my hand is going. But I do still have to look over here at the dial for which way I want it to be done. Okay, there's gonna be a side street over here. I can see Hawaii Pacific right over here on the left. Right where these yellow gate things are, whatever, but we can't just go right on in. So what we're gonna do is come up here to this side street right here and park here on this side road and walk the bills up, get checked in, and what's this? Road work ahead. Then there's some other sign up here, white, a regulatory sign. Let's see, the speed limit drops to 25, so it might have something to do with it. But I want to know what you guys think, because now even if I'm in an open area with straightaways, it's still not a good idea to keep sitting there looking at stuff, because you never know when a deer will come running out in front of you, or let's see, I'm gonna have to park over here. Let's see if I can get how close I can get to that without. Oh man. Doesn't get any closer than that. Alright, let me go and get checked in here, and we'll get knocked down in here in a few. Alright guys, we got a dock door assignment right away. I didn't see a guard there like I normally see, but I did see a shag driver walking up. It's funny, here's again, it's the funny thing about why having this vest on. Is shag driver, he was like, give me 2 thumbs down because the Eagles, and I just kind of smiled and laughed, whatever, and I shook his hand and said, hey, how's it going? And we were friendly to each other. So this is the cool thing with sports, is even if you hate another team a lot of times, you guys can just have fun talking shit to each other, and nobody gets offended, or most normal people don't. Now you guys can just you can both have an appreciation for the game, or the players, or whatever, or coaches, or whoever it is. Maybe not so much the fans, but it's something that unites people. That's one of the things I love about sports. Is doesn't matter what your skin tone is, doesn't matter what your cultural background is, or whatever. If you have a love for sports, we got something we can connect on. Baseball, football, whatever, even basketball. I grew up watching, a big Lakers fan. And, you get, a lot of the hateful people from, whenever you talk politics or something. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't have my own political views, but politics is not the thing to be talking about with other people, or I don't need the entire world to know what my political views are. I have my views, you have yours, that's all that needs to be known about it. I'm like, what's up with that motorcycle? It kind of looked like a cop, police motorcycle, but it was also kind of fishtailing a little bit. I'm not sure the camera picked that up so well. I was able to see it with my eyes, though. All right. So we're gonna open our doors and then dock into door 2. I think it was a truck that just docked out. I did see a truck that was already in door 1. Alright. Keep my eye on what's behind us, so I stay aware of if there's any issues with rear ending. But yeah, I mean, like Trumpers or Trump haters, whatever. I don't care what you all think about him. I have my views, and I'm not really going to talk about my views about him, or my political views at all. You guys don't need to know that. Let's talk about stuff that we can relate to more. God damn. I can't see that. That is tight. I had to rotate my mirror out so I could see if I was going to clear that thing. Okay, door 2, I think is right by this Christensen truck. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get docked in. I'm trying to remember, I want to say they want tandem slid back too, but I'm waiting till I get lined up with the door. There's a drop container in 1. This guy here is in 4. It's a tight lane, so I'm going to go 2 spots past before I start my setup. Tandems are right where I want, but I'm going to overshoot, so go forward and right to chase it. I'm off to the right. I'm going to get further back. That way I have more room to work with, correct it back to in the direction I want it to be. Guys, that's it. It's not so hard, is it? Good setup, make this easy. Good setup, good fundamental. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sit and wait, and when we're done, ready to get out of here, we'll finish this up. Alright guys, we are ready to go here. We are confirmed empty. Yeah, this one was really quick. It's only 2:13, so I was only here for 35 or so minutes total. Okay, I want to make a left and come up Vermont. Work our way back up toward the 91. Work our way back to the drop yard now. Probably take 91 to 605 back over to 10. Something like that. That's usually generally what I do. It's going to be a long trip though. That's going to be a long time getting out of this lot, too, the way it's looking. Oh, yeah, no, we're good here. I'm not going to wait forever. I'll wait on this guy to go by first. Come on, dude. You're not helping me with going that slow. Alright, yeah, about a mile and a half up is the 91 freeway, looks like. Toward the 110, I don't think I'll probably just stay on the 91, I would imagine. Gonna have traffic problems for sure. It's gonna get into the afternoon commute period, early afternoon commute time now, so yeah, it's definitely gonna start slowing down. Unfortunately, but as long as I get back to the yard before my 14 expires, I'll be okay. Anyway, that's all we got today, I guess. You guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, we'll see you guys on another one.